But what we're really failing on is backing our guys and internally
Mm,
explaining our decision making.
yes,
So if you're going to shit can a cop for going out there and doing his job, you better reflect and make sure that it's not the pot calling the kettle black on these
mhm,
things, because if they're out there eh, doing what they, best intentions at heart. I'm not talking a cop that's going out there and doing dirty things, but
right.
they went out there, they chased a bad guy, and somebody got injured, an innocent civilian got injured, but the officer was trying to do the right thing. These Some of these departments are throwing their guys out there, hanging them out to dry, and
Mhm,
I think that has been a big turn in law enforcement, and that's why recruiting's down. That's why it's so hard to get police officers, because you're not backing your people. So
for
great,
sure.
you're being transparent. That's awesome, but you can't be transparent at the sake of your own officers. You have to step up and go, look, here's what we did. Can we learn from it? Can we grow? Sure, but I'm not gonna punish my officer for going out there and doing, trying to do good.
You could not say it any better, man. I mean, obviously, I have a very nice luxury at this point in my life to where I'm not beholden to any department. So I am not afraid to say anything. And I won't
Preach
mention
it,
names,
brother.
but yeah, a perfect example. A department in Eastern Washington just recently where three officers were acquitted, and it came out that the city and the chief offered them $500,000 to all go away to resign because
Really?
of, oh man, you got to look it up. We can talk offline or whatever, because again, I don't want to say anything that's going to affect you, but um, the union then comes out against the chief, like saying, hey, do you have any idea what this does to all? They were all found to have followed policy. The only policy violation in this one incident was a discourteous thing. That's the catch all be all, like someone, told the suspect to fuck off or whatever. So now they get a written complaint. Fine, I can play that game.
Right.
But then all of their use of force policy, everything was followed to a T. They all kept get put on trial by a far left leaning county attorney, and they all get acquitted of all charges. They think they're going to come back to their jobs. The city says, yeah, we all take $500,000 a piece to just walk away. We don't want you here anymore. And the whole department's like, are you fucking kidding me? And that's where you
Yeah.
say they're recruiting. I mean, I do believe some people are still going into this. Maybe they can't even wrap their head around until they get within inside the walls of an organization and see what that actually looks like when you do something in good faith. Yes, we know, you and I know, if we've been on the job for a while, there's going to be some policy violations. That's just the part of the job. It
Yeah.
is. And most of your hard chargers doing the good work, they're the ones that, yeah, maybe they made a mistake here. Okay, we've got to, they're going to get jammed up on something. But when you see that you make those decisions in good faith, trying to do good things to protect people, help them, and you find that apartment panders to whatever's going on in that city at the current time, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, and I don't, my wife, she did 9 years in Seattle and 7 years in Mesa in
How
Arizona.
many years did she do in Chaz since she was yeah.
That did not come till after she was gone. She was actually
Oh,
part of
okay.
East. Yeah, she was stationed out of East Precinct, man, where that, the one, her old partner was a sergeant on desk duty when they were trying to cement that building in. So a
Oh,
lot of
man.
emotions for her. But, um, you know, we talk about all the time about like how things have changed, and the feelings don't change the facts. It is what it is. How we pander to the community based on a set of circumstances is just unbelievable at times.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be like that. And I don't know, like we talked to, it used to be 10 years ago, you'd say to your buddy, how much time are you going to do? You're going to do 20? You're going to be out? Oh, no, man, I'm going to 20, then I'm dropping. I'm going to do 32 years. Now we talk to our buddies and they're all like, yep, on that 20th, the day of year 20 that I hit that, I am out. And that is tragic, brother, because you can't put a price on experience. When you have
Nope.
those good cops have been doing the job for a long time and we're losing them, what is our profession going to look like in 10 years from now?
I know. Well, so here's an issue that I've been seeing is a lot of departments are moving away from good pensions Um, and and the way that the pensions are now working, it's more advantageous for your retirement to promote.
Yep. Yep.
So you're losing your career patrol officers.
Yeah.
And that is a tragedy because now you're going to have significantly inexperienced officers out in the field, and you no longer have that 15-20 year career cop in the field, that the one that everybody knows as soon as they walk in the
Right.
room. They have zero rank in the grand scheme of things, but when they speak, everybody listens. you don't
Exactly.
you don't have that going
Hmm.
around much anymore. And
Yep.
so now we've hit this trend where you've kind of hamstringed your own department for the big picture thing, because now 15 years down the road you're going to have very inexperienced leadership because they
Yeah.
only did minimal time in the field and they just shot through the ranks, and that's not their fault because it's the system they were given and they had to do what's best for them.
Hmm.
And because of these policies and things that we've seen, what do we really start losing in the field? Proactivity.
Right.
Cops aren't proactive anymore. They're not out there discovering the job, they're handling calls. And
Right.
if you just handle calls, you learn just enough to get by and hopefully not have to do a report. And you're not digging, you're not getting into
Yeah.
stuff, you're not
Yeah.
preventing the big things.